Hi everyone. When working with our spiritual allies in shamanic practices, they can sometimes pass on information that appears elusive and cryptic and confusing in their messages. But that's often how our allies work, unfurling their messages slowly as we integrate their meaning. They don't always make sense at the time, but as time passes, we can look more deeply into the message. An example of this was during a recent shamanic journey where I asked for more clarity about what role the pandemic and the restrictions were playing in our planetary civilization's evolution. And one of my spirit allies took me to a place in a forest. And as we were walking through the wooded landscape, he stopped to pull back some shrubs and showed a clearing heading through to a secret valley. And I naturally asked, why are you showing me this? And I told him I didn't know where it was or what it was for, but I got no reply. So I was left wondering and guessing the meaning of it. And I was thinking maybe it's a safe location for people to go to shelter in the pandemic. And I said to him, it's not big enough as a safe haven for everyone on the planet. But he just didn't answer. There was just quiet. So I was left feeling confused. My spirit guide then pointed to my heart and said, the secret valley is in the heart. So you can see that the questions we ask in shamanic journeys don't always have the immediate answer we might expect. But later, when we reflect on them, we find understandings to our questions. Answers can also build on each other like layers of an onion to lay the foundations for future messages. So that vision was then left to rest with me, and we left to then fly into outer space, soaring through the stars, marveling at what I could see, to take me to meet the spirit of the COVID-19 virus. Was the very last thing I expected to be shown. It was a bit of a shock. The virus was a big, unruly, amorphous living thing. And it towered over me, but I wasn't afraid of it. And it communicated to me that it had a job, a role to play. It told me it was a catalyst and that it moved through worlds to change them. Both the spirit of the virus and I then turned to look at the myriad of stars in the universe. And we watched silently for a while. And then it turned to me and it said, you watch, I'll bring humanity peace. I was stunned to hear those words, as I had no idea how that could occur. A virus bringing peace? Are you kidding me? So I left that experience to rest. So 5 days went by and I felt the need to perform another shamanic journey because I felt the previous message needed to continue. And this time my power animal appeared and merged with me. And this can happen when we require aspects of their energy, of that particular animal, to help and support us during a journey and to receive a vision that we might not ordinarily be able to receive or hold. So after we merged, we turned into a giant bird with a very wide wingspan and took to the air to fly over the planet. And if you've ever watched the view from a bird that's been fitted with a camera as it flies over the landscape, that's what I was seeing underneath us. And then I heard whistling. calling the other birds who came from behind us as we flew wingtip to wingtip over the planet. And this whistling is usually done prior to shamanic journey to call in the spirits, to signal that we're ready and to ask for their help and their guidance. So I knew these were other spirit animals who had come to join us. Eventually we stopped flying and touched down to ground. And this is when I was told that this pandemic is big medicine. My para-animal and I then separated and started dancing around a large campfire along with other birds, the other birds that had accompanied us. And then Grizzly Bear entered the scene. And we all stopped momentarily because we didn't know what he'd do. We were all frozen in time for a split second, wondering. But then we all snapped out of it and he joined our dance too. And we all started dancing up the medicine. And in shamanic terms, that means we were dancing up power. The power of intention, the power of the earth's heartbeat, the power of the universe. It was then emphasized to me that what is occurring with the pandemic and all its flow-on effects is very big medicine, the likes of which have not been seen for a very long time. We were told that now is the time to be the medicine, to bring the medicine to the world, to help it heal. So for the rest of the time, we continued to dance around the campfire, dancing up the medicine, dancing up the power. And I was then told that this medicine will be like a salve to soothe the world. But like all medicine, it will generally be good for many, but for some there will be side effects. And who the side effects will touch, I wasn't shown. But this will occur throughout our society, creating sickness in those who have underlying ill health, and that's not physical health, and the social systems that we have that are unhealthy. Finally, I was told that our world has a fever, and we now have to sweat it out. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back next time with a visit to the underworld and a warning from the past.